It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Jackson on first down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he powers his way up past the 30. They'll give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Austin. He's got his whole pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
10 at the 38-yard line.
On the ground, Kamara. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Austin. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Austin. He's going to loft one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have the Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good concentration right there, and he did a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. And it certainly doesn't hurt that at 6'5", he's got a big wingspan that allows him to go up and complete that play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Austin. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the net.
And barrel its way into the end zone for the Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Saints have taken the early lead. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Dobbins. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
15-yard line. A gain of 12. 1st down, Baltimore.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Saints 7, Ravens nothing.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Austin. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. Marlin.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Austin. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Just gave up that play.
Back to throw is Austin, operating from the gun. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it. And he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Austin. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Kamara. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Austin. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
4-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. By kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
First down, Dobbins. He'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
He's going deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will knot us up at 10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
They're on the 28-yard line. The
Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Austin. He'll rifle this one. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. They're taking across midfield to the 46-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Here's Austin throwing on 1st down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Austin. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Austin on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
You
connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Lutz puts this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Well, he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They start the second half with Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now left side on the swing pass. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Austin from the gun on third down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Austin now on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And it's up and good.
Saints 27. Ravens 10.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Mark Andrews.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Jackson now off the bootleg. It's complete to Brown, right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
It's a gain of
25 yards that time.
1st down, Baltimore.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
One more time with Dobbins.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins
with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Saints 27, Ravens 17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth.
17.
Elsewhere, a third quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Back to throw is Austin. To throw on second down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Austin. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Austin looking to throw on second down. He's going to take off with it, finding some room at midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. From the gun, Austin. Throw left side complete. It's Brooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. So when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Another run here with Dobbins.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
They're going deep downfield for Boykin.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They run it again with Kamara. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They run the counter. King. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish the season strong.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.